Hi, and welcome to another book review with Trish Renee. Today I will be reviewing What Stars Are Made Of by Sarah Allen. This is a middle grade contemporary novel. It is a deviation from my usual YA science fiction and fantasy, and there's a reason for that. I am currently working on writing a middle grade contemporary fantasy novel, and so I decided I needed to go and figure out what's being currently written in the middle grade sphere, because the last time I really dived into it was in 2018 when I was querying another middle grade story, which unfortunately didn't find much success, but onward, upward. I was so excited when I went into my local library and saw how many great middle grade books there were to choose from. And this was one of them. And I'm so glad that I started with this one because I recommend this one 1,000%. I couldn't stop reading it. The voice was the it was such a feel good novel that I was kind of sad when the story was over and I wanted to see what else was going to happen to Libby. So this features 12-year-old Libby Monroe, who is a middle school student. She's inventive, she's funny, she's kind. She also happens to have been born with Turner syndrome. And some of the things that she has to deal with because of that are that she wears hearing aids. She takes a daily shot of growth hormone because she has trouble. She won't grow to a normal height, so she takes the growth hormone to help with that. And she also had heart problems when she was born, so because of that, she gets winded quite easily, so she can't participate in gym like the other students. She does have some issues with unkind students at the school making fun of her, and the way she deals with it is just really wonderful. But, and I'm going to open just to tell you exactly what this story is about, because it's been a minute since I read it. But basically, when Libby's big sister tells her she's pregnant, Libby strikes a deal with the universe and will enter a contest with a project about Cecilia Payne, the first person to discover what stars are made of. If Libby wins the grand prize and gives all the money that she wins to her big sister's family, then she believes that the baby will be born perfect, unlike her. And so it follows the struggle of Libby trying to accept herself and wanting more for her little niece or nephew. I won't spoil what it is. Um, but it's just, I just loved this story. It was so good. And it also features STEM. So, I learned about Cecilia Payne and a couple other people because one of the things that Libby does is she, in her head, has conversations with people that she thinks should have been more famous than they are, but they didn't get the recognition that they deserved. And I thought that was pretty cool because there are a lot of times, especially even in writing, where sometimes authors get all the praise and glory and you're kind of like, why them? And sometimes there's no rhyme or reason. But that was a really nice look on this. So I would definitely pick up this book if you're into middle grade, if you have kids who read middle grade, if you write middle grade. And on the front it says, "All it takes to change your world is you," and I couldn't agree more.